extraordinary women who will shape our lives every day. Today, as we approach Mother's Day, we delve into heartfelt conversations, share inspiring stories, and honor the unparalleled love and sacrifices of mothers worldwide. Join us as we embark on a journey to recognize the unsung heroes of our lives, our mothers.
Mother's Day is more than just a holiday. It is a beautiful opportunity to express our deepest appreciation for the remarkable women who have shaped us into who we are today.
In today's episode, we'll be sharing touching anecdotes, heartfelt messages, and meaningful gestures that will surely capture the essence of motherhood and the profound impact it has on our lives. For our special episode Mother's Day edition, let me introduce you. I am Alfenis El Quesada,
I am Mario Mendoza,
and we are your hosts for today. She is the mother of one of our members, and without further ado, let us welcome Miss Tony Rose V. Salud. Good morning po, Tita. How are you today po?
I'm good. I slept well last night, so I'm excited. Thank you for having me here. Welcome po.
And for now po, let us go to our Mother's Day questions po. So, first question. What is a personal sacrifice you have made as a mother, and how has that impacted your life and your family?
I think the sacrifice, most difficult one that I did is yung iniwan ko sila because we're originally from Cotabato City, and then I was too young back then. They were, I think, 6-7 years old. And then their dad has to work in Manila, and then I don't have any work that time, so I decided to go here in Davao to look for a job.
So, as a mom, it was so difficult when nung makita ko sa bus, sa likod ako ng driver, iyak ako ng iyak. Like, I can't imagine na, may school activities that I'm not there. But at that time, I mean, okay lang din naman kasi nandun sila sa motherly which, they're very well taken care of. But as a mom, yung pain of not being taken care during mga school activities, yun yung so I need to point to be there during special occasions like birthdays, Christmas, and holidays. Yeah, that's it. Like, leaving them, kasi sa Cotabato sila nag-aaral ng elementary.
So that's 6 years siguro, grade 1 yung panganay ko, and then Angeline was just kinder. So imagine 6 years, and then I will just go home.
Grabe pa talaga yung pag-sacrifice mo.
Yun yung mahirap. Yung pain, yeah, super. Tapos,
Hindi talaga mapipigilan ng tears.
nagtaka nga yung mga tao sa bus kasi para akong namatayan. But I don't have any other choice. I have to do it. Kasi kailangan kong strong ako. Bigay sa kanila yung mga bagay na para sa kanila.
So, the second question is, do you think that being a mother made you a lot stronger than you were before?
Definitely. Being a mom is not a walk in the park. Like, marami kang kailangan i-sacrifice. Yung happiness, yung time for yourself, yung kailangan mong mag-work ng more than 8 hours per day.
them what they need, give them yung mga bagay na you yourself was not able to get when you were young. So yung tinatawag ng mga Gen Zs ngayon ng healing your inner childhood. So I'm healing my inner childhood by giving them the things and the love. Although, of course, I was able to get the love naman before. But yung parang feeling mo nung bata ka na hindi mo nakuha, I'll give them all what they deserve.
So let's go to our third question. In moments of doubt or difficulty, what keeps you motivated and inspired as a mother po?
My kids, my family, and of course God. In moments of doubt, you can never go wrong with prayers. And you know that moment that when you're doubtful with what's happening with with your life, because I work from home, so whenever I see them like asleep, then I'm doubtful sometimes if I'm doing the best that I can for them. And then when I see them asleep, when I see them, peacefully sleeping, na okay, I'm doing the right thing. I've raised good daughters. Although other people would question na hindi ko sila napalaki ng maayos, but I'm confident naman na pinalaki ko sila ng may respeto sa kapwa nila. And then, na hindi man lamang na may integrity. So, yun yung parang for me, even though people would doubt the way I raised them, I would never doubt myself because I can see them every day. There's going to be ups and downs. We can never, erase that. Every day, there's going to be struggles. We're not perfect. I'm not a perfect mom. Hindi sila perfect daughters. There's always going to be something wrong in between. But the most important thing is how we're going to fix it and how we're going to, survive.
So based on the story Tita had taught us, I had a lot of realization because as a daughter, hindi talaga siya madali. And also yung mommy ko is about sinabi ni Tita na hindi talaga madali na iniwan mo sila, then bumalik ka, and then iniwan mo sila na bata pa dahil ganyan din yung nangyari sa akin. Because my mother, pumunta siya ng Japan and wala pa kami kamuwang-muwang nun. And syempre, hindi pa namin nafe-feel kung ano ba talaga ang mafe-feel. And nakakausap namin yung mother namin, pero iba talaga nung umuwi na siya dito at nagpaka-nanay na siya sa amin. Kasi parang, ganito ba yun? Ganito ba yung dapat mafe-feel? Syempre, kinausap kami ng father namin na dapat nag-close kami sa mother namin. Sali namin siya kung ano yung mga activities namin. And then ganon, na-catch up din namin at nagkaisa kami.
So sa akin naman, yung about po, endless na pagiging like every day is a new person, you po as a mother for your kids is although I have a good mom and she's doing well and I am thankful that we have her kasi every day she adjusting herself from being a little bit of violence to a soft girl, and I see in her, especially in her eyes na even siya na nag-struggle din siya na i-control yung sarili, how much more nga dili lang imong sarili ang imong i-control, pati na pud ang imong sarili towards imong anak. So mo to ko na-realize na as a kid, as a son, syempre mga son, mga lalaki, mga warsyak mo jud na mga like brutal yung mga baba, labi mag-away. So ako na-realize na always jud sabto ng mga ginikanan, especially mom, kay ang mom grabe ang struggle from home, husband handle sa pag overthink kung she's doing well ba nga magdako ang iyang anak into a good person or a bad person, who knows. So thank you ate for sharing your experience, and I realized like I realized talaga na kahit anong mangyari, like kahit unsa ka bugat imong gidamdam, dili magdum. In short, magpasayloan kay gawa sa malipay ang ato ang buhi nga Dios, malipay pud ang ato ang ginikanan. Ug ma-proud sila.
So, ikaw naman po, tita. Tapos na po kami sa aming mga realizations as mga anak. Ikaw naman po as a mother. Ano pong na-realize nyo, yung learnings nyo, and more?
I'll start siguro sa pagiging daughter din, no? Because I also have a Mother's Day pala. Sa mom ko and sa mother-in-law. So, siguro as a daughter, there are times na you would think na kailangan natin, or as a daughter, as a son, kailangan lawakan natin yung pangunawa natin sa kanila because they're not just handling one task. They're handling multiple tasks at a time. Some moms are working, some moms are staying at home, some moms are doing both. Some moms have bills to pay, some moms are sending their kids to school. So there's a lot of things in their plate that they have to work on. And yan yung reason bakit sometimes moms are being, yung mga masungit, nagagalit. And the only thing that we can do is understand them. Because you would only realize how difficult it is to become a mom when you become a mom yourself, or when you become a father yourself. Ngayon, hindi mo pa yun marirealize because hindi pa yun marirealize ng mga how difficult it is to become a mom. Kaya yung iba na parang, I can live without my mom. For now, yes. But when ako kasi yun yung na-realize ko when I had my daughters, nasabi ko, oh my God, ito yung ginagawa ko this is the same exact thing that I'm doing to my mom before, and yun yung ginagawa sa akin ng kids ko. And it's difficult. But, ginawa mo yun eh. So, it's a domino effect. Also, as a mom, my realization is I cannot compare my experience to the experience of my daughters now because the environment that we're living in before, way back 80s, 90s, is not the same environment that we have right now. Way back on our time, we don't have computers, we don't have cell phones. So we have more time to bond with my pinsan, with my mom, yung punta ng park and all that. Ngayon, it's a totally different world. So I cannot compare my struggles to my daughter's struggles. That's something that I need to still learn every day. That I cannot tell them that ako nga before ganito eh. No, it's not. It's different because you're living in a totally different time, which is more of, marami ng social media, maraming factors na pwedeng makapag-affect ng how you think, how you guys think, how Gen Zs think. And it's different from us millennials before. So, because kasi mga moms ngayon, mga tatay ngayon, they normally compare. Kami nga dati, hakot kami ng ganito. It's not totoo. It's not your guys' fault na we've gone through that. But what we're trying to say, what we're trying to help you understand is that if kami na kaya namin gawin yung mga bagay na yun, yung struggle na napagdaanan namin, for sure, kaya nyo rin gawin kung ano yung, kaya nyo rin lampasan kung ano yung mga struggle na ma-experience nyo these days. It's going to be a totally different struggle than what we had in the past. But, ang gusto namin ipa-realize sa inyo is every struggle, merong, malalampasan din. And it's not gonna end there. I always tell myself whenever they encounter problems, whether sa family, sa work, or anything, this too shall pass. Everything will pass. You do the right thing, gawin mo yung tama. If it gives you positive result, then good. If it gives you negative result, that's okay. You'll learn from it, and you would know how to face it again if you encounter the same issue. So that's my realization.
Thank you so much for sharing your motherhood stories to us, Miss Dolly.
In behalf of CESAP Love, we want to greet all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to all, guys. And together we say, hashtag
Choose Tesla.